Yeah, well, I went up there a couple months back because of all the problems and sat up there for about 2 hours to monitor. And sure enough, I told the kids the rule, and about the third or fourth time with the same kid, he told me, oh, I forgot. So I just told him, yeah, that's why I'm here. I'm here to remind you. I said, and I will remind you every single time. And after about 20 minutes of that, they started listening. As soon as I tell them, hey, they would jump on the board, and then the other kids started laughing at them, calling them dummy, after about the fourth time, and stuff like that, because I told them over and over and over, So, it is part of their, but, it's just like a basketball or whatever, kids dribbling and stuff like that, Skateboarding on our sidewalks is a hazard for, people that are walking. We got walkers here every single day. So, and I tell my security that we're not going to yell 30, 40, 50 yards at them. We'll let them come to us and remind them, which we do all the time, And the place is a skateboard heaven if you look at it for skateboarders. We know that, but we just got to make sure we remind them over and over. But the big problem is that they're answering back, with smart, vulgar, and sometimes threatening the security guard. Yes, sir.
Finally, one security guard comes, he gets to know all the kids by names, gets things running smoothly, and the park workers get blamed for that, You get us a good security guard, and things start going smoothly, then all of a sudden, whoa, change companies. Then we get another guy come in, then total opposite outlook,
Yeah, you're right,
That's a big problem right there.
Yeah. Some are here for a couple of days, It depends who, it's hard to get a position in security, to come out here. If you're a security and you're in the same company and you're sitting over there by the bank, and then they tell you to come over here after 1 week, I want to go back over there. You know what I mean? That's common sense, Yes.
So we don't have a certain course, which means you have half the park. If you know skating, it's like surfing. If you're out there, you have no fins. You have half the surfboard. So it is a natural consequence of half the park. So that's where the solution is.
Okay.
That is it.
Before I leave, I'm going to let my main man over here take over. But if you look at that parking lot on the side, we're looking into making that into
and then giving them the other half.
And giving them another part. And I did talk to some of the skateboard boys. I told them, come out with a blueprint. I want to see what they have. I told them, give it to Jacob last week Friday, but did you get anything? No. So anyway, we just want to get input. But we do have plans to, if you read the whole thing, where I put down solution, we want to get a shade area for the kids. Because right now, we got the bathroom shut down because of the graffiti. I don't know if everybody's seen it on Facebook or what, but it's like the third time where it was graffiti out. Looks like by the same person, because of the marking. We know that, it's like handwriting. You can take a look. So we shut it down at 1 o'clock, and we reopen it in the morning for the walkers. But we do have bathrooms here and bathrooms up at the gym. And we're here to find solutions. Yes, sir, way in the back.
Who's using the skate park bathrooms during that time?
After one?
Like if you close the skate park bathrooms after one every day, who's going to be using it during that time that it is?
The bathroom?
Yeah.
Nobody.
Well, then what's the point of having the bathroom?
The walkers use it in the morning.
And it's for the field. It's for the
It's for the
facility.
field.
All the restrooms are for the facilities.
And then the bathrooms over here. Those bathrooms are fairly new, so that skateboard park has been there 15 years. Everybody has been using these bathrooms.
No, yeah, then when those were built, they were built for the skate park.
No, it was built for the whole park. Not just skateboard. You got to look at the big picture. Everything is okay. I'm gonna give it up to Mason because he's got to leave at 6, and then I'll still be here.
Sorry about that.
Okay, go ahead.
Sorry, I'm dressed this way. I just came from Kona. We cleaned up the whole airport field, so yeah, kind of smelly too a little,
You look like a skater.
Yeah. So what we're asking for is to work with the users of our facility so that we can all come together and help take care of the place. Okay, because we want to keep it open. We don't want to shut it down. I'll tell you something though. We get into some talks when stuff happening up here. Okay? Because it's a brand new facility. We want everybody to use it, but we want everybody to be safe. Okay? I tell my staff every time, I didn't hire you guys just to open door or open gates. You guys need to be running programs. So I cannot just station one person up here to watch the skate park. Okay? And this is where community volunteers come into play. Okay? This is your facility. We need you guys' help. Okay? We don't want to be yelling at kids or scolding kids. Okay? We might raise our voice to the kids. But we need your guys' help. You guys need to get together. Okay? Somehow come up with a group. Friends of the skate park or whatever's. And help us help you take care of this skate park. And build and work on the parking lot up here. If we can somehow, I've been talking to our planners about moving the parking from this small area and having them park up here because we have brand new parking spaces. The problem is you cannot take away accessibility parking. Okay, you have to have the same amount of numbers as you started off with. So you cannot just minus that parking lot and say go park up there. Okay? What we can do, and we're trying to look into it, is creating more accessible parking on the top. When you take away the bottom ones. Okay? But we need ideas, we need you guys' help. You cannot just come from my group, from our staff.
Who's gonna fund it, but are you guys gonna ask?
That's why we have.
Find all the donations and
That
is the
group.
county gonna fund us and the county's gonna?
Here's the thing about county. Do we have the money for something like that? Now, we gotta remember now, we have other communities and parks and facilities that we have to keep up with. But if we talk to our council people, sometimes they have great ideas. You know, they can help us get the money. A lot of how we built the Honoka Park and the Hawaii Park was donations, most of it. They formed a group and they went out and talked to business people.
Was that before crowdfunding too, yeah?
Huh?
That was before crowdfunding too, just going out and doing it, right?
Yeah. I mean, you can do, it's unbelievable what you guys can do. Okay? Because let's put it this way, you think businesses, they like it the skate park is away from there. So I'm pretty sure they're willing to give money to help.
This is where the skate park started,
Uh-huh.
right here.
Yeah.
All the businesses that you see there made the donations.
Uh-huh.
The community came up with the design, the funding, and the labor to build what you see.
Well, now we know who to blame.
Exactly. Thank you. Now, somewhere in your magical files, you will find the drawings, at least, if not the blueprints, for the other elements of the park that we had a commitment from the then administration.
Wow.
To complete the park, it was to be covered, and where the play area equipment was put in, there was supposed to be an entire another element. I already had this conversation with her this afternoon, or yesterday.
And that element needs to be cement, it cannot be asphalt. Stop working on the parking lot, asphalt is dangerous.
Right.
We're gonna have kids with no teeth.
Yeah, so
It needs to
So,
be
so
cement.
the long and the short of it is, we did our half. So now let's have the county do the other half. And if we're talking about the funding issue, I will also tell you that going forward on this, we've done an analysis of the county's spending in Puna based on population. And the number of acres that we have per population is the lowest in the county. Something around 1.2 acres per 1,000 people. Now, an appropriate level
In parks?
in parks, an appropriate level would be, according to federal guidelines, about 4.8.
Here.
So that's where we are in
Yeah.
terms of
So-
what we should reasonably expect based on our population.
Yeah, so I understand all that, but that's above me. What we're
Yes,
trying to do today is,
all I'm really trying to
Yeah.
do is inform the rest of the people here
Yeah.
that they have rights and some rights to have some expectation of what you do in fact have come.
T-shirt, there's been many T-shirts for the Main Street Pahoa with a lot of different sponsors for that thing, and to hear you suggest that the community should be stepping forward, that's what brought the skate
yeah,
park.
yeah.
Yes.
And so I just want to reiterate what John said, and I think the main problem is that we need some 24-hour security. And I'm looking to our councilwoman who must have the answers. Let's put forward the bill. Let's make it happen. But the bottom line is that this community barely is making it.
Yeah.
Okay? And there's not a lot of discretionary spending in this community. And for the community to make something like that happen, and then to turn around and be asked for more when we
Yeah, so
barely get anything.
I'm not asking for more. All I'm asking for is help us to keep this place safe. Okay? The money's, money's like that. I only do what I can do. And, if you guys can form a group and get together and make that pitch to the right people, things can happen. Okay, because I've seen it happen.
Councilwoman, can you put forth a bill about getting 24-hour security for this facility so that it doesn't have to close, and so maybe even we can leverage the parking for our local businesses, and this community park can truly be a community park?
We do have 2 shifts of security. And it, no, because it closes at, let's say, it's gonna close at 9, period. So you don't really need security 24 hours, because that park is gonna be up there closed,
What time do they stop doing graffiti?
Well, the only way you're gonna do that is,
I mean, it's-
you have like
Can I speak?
50-something acres up here. So let's say security walks from there down to the other side. It takes them 15, 20 minutes.
That's where the graffiti
And I saw a really good suggestion that was responded on Facebook when the community discussed this on Facebook, and that was, why not a golf cart for said security guard?
They're supposed to have, they didn't supply them with one.
Who's supposed to have?
When we met over here with the security, right, Mason?
Yeah, they supplied you.
They said that they were gonna bring a golf
And they
cart,
haven't?
and they haven't.
That's a contract breach.
Yeah, well, it wasn't, maybe it's not in their contract, but we told them it would be nice to have one
Well, it's
for
not
them.
nice, it's an essential.
Yeah, so that's not with us though. That's with upstairs.
Yeah,
But just because you're here, you are the responsible parties, understand that?
That's right.
No, we understand that.
we
So
know
I just
that.
want to speak to what Tiffany just brought up, and I fully agree, and been trying to do that. It's a matter of funding and finding the money for that extra security. And I am in the process of identifying some funding that we should be able to move over to that project and move over to the skateboard project.
This new facility that we have is lovely, lovely.
Right.
Cost the taxpayers, what, 24 million?
Yeah,
And how much was spent on the skate park? Nothing.
yeah.
Now that shows the priorities that the county has for these people here. So what I'm saying, and what this gentleman here has said, is that because of the community, there's a park, not the county or the state. So we are expected to fund the facilities. There are all of these other fields set over there 90% of the time unused. But the skate park is being used all the time.
If you make a group that makes noise.
So you get a couple of bad apples?
No.
That doesn't mean all these kids are bad.
We didn't say that.
Let's get to these guys. He's raising their hand.
No, but you can't punish all of them for the bad acts of the
No, we
people.
understand that.
I have two questions
Yeah.
to comment. One is to John. John, when the design was going around, number one, were the kids asked what they would like to see in the skate park?
They did the entire design.
The kids did.
Yeah, we had a group of...
Okay, well, that's good, because some of the scuttlebutt I heard was that the skate park is more of a bike park, and there was going to be another part that's flatter, and that's why they like to use
Well,
the side.
there is a flat element.
Yeah,
And that area, again, the lower element was supposed to be the flat element.
right, but it doesn't seem like there's any kind of wading pool concept. No, slow, it looks like everyone's skillful, because I've been there and I'm watching them. You know, there's people doing tricks and a lot of people standing around watching, whereas, you know, so it's interesting.
Easy.
Now, the second question.
Tended to be the most expensive part first.
Okay.
And the other part you said had less features to it. Should have been something the county should have been able to accomplish.
So there perhaps was another part that needs to be completed that would make it.
That whole lower area was left.
All right, okay, that's good to clarify the point. The
And
second
if
question.
you're around here 15 years ago, you would have known
Okay, so
I only got here 10
people that it
minutes.
was
I play music with Hawaiian, so we get
Okay, okay.
time.
Go ahead.
Second part is, what is capacity for the parking in terms of, is it ever at full or only special events? Has anyone done a study to, in other words, you may have a regulation that says you can't take it away, but what if it's not being used? It's like pretty silly, it's always
Yeah.
empty.
So we're still looking into that because the park is new. We're always looking at what we can do better, better this or that, or what we can take. We're just looking at things. We're still new.
In the
Still
comment,
working on it.
the comment comes from a children's version of Albert Einstein's biography where he writes to his father and says, Father, he's in German school. His father, when one student misbehaves, they punish me, the whole class. Please get me out of here. And they send him to Italy where he got an education. So I'm only suggesting this is a very inculcated cultural thing to punish people for the whole people.
Yeah, so that's what I want to
please,
do.
we're not
Yeah,
going to do
yeah,
that.
yeah.
Just firmly not going to happen. Now,
Before we get to you, can I get to this guy right here?
please.
What's your name? Easy. What's your name?
Josh. I think that the problem is that some of the security guards are really nice and like some of them are just total dicks. Oh And this one day, my friend Xander back there, Peterson, one of the security guards was yelling at him because scooters weren't allowed in the park, which I think is stupid because he's really good.
Yes,
And we all backed him up, and he made fun of me. He was
Okay. So this is what we're going to do. We will talk to the security people and brief them on, the proper communications.
Level of training.
Yeah, we'll work on that.
Sign off for class.
He wouldn't let him ride his scooter anywhere. He said that the rule stated on the sign, there's it's not a razor scooter, he wears a helmet, he's a good kid, but it says it on there, and he called the cops on him for riding inside. And we just want to be fair to see that he can also change the rules so that a scooter is allowed, not just a skateboard on the side.
And this is where we
I can hear you on that.
Okay, go ahead.
My name is Little. I've been up here for a month. I know Alan. He's a great kid. I call him easy. Actually, I call him hero. Okay, the first day I worked here, the very first day, fireworks in the bathroom upstairs. Blowing them up. The bathroom that you guys have seen, that this kid's heat, they're blowing it up. I come out, smoke coming out of the bathroom, and they blow a whole ton of fireworks. I asked the kids, excuse me, who's doing fireworks? That's against the law. You know what they told me? Shut the F up. I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. Then this kid gets in my face and calls me an effing retard. But there's a good point to this. This young man stood up and said, Mister, this wasn't my fireworks. No, he's a brave kid. The rest of the kids bailed on him, teenagers. threw him under the bus. So I'm not saying anything that's going to damage this kid, but he's a good kid. And not all of the kids are bad. And we're not here to look at the negatives. We're here to try and see if we can come up with a solution for the kids that do soil us like that, set their fault. Call me like a retard. You know, and that's just one of them. And I'm proud of this kid because it takes courage. Now, not only did he say this is my firework, he got his backpack. He said, "Mister, here's the rest of it." And then, before I could ask him anything else, he told me, "Can I go and clean the mess?" So he copped up to it, took his photo there. He went and cleaned it up by himself after the other kids threw him under the bus. He went up and cleaned it by himself. And I asked him, "Where's the lighter? I just need a lighter." You know what he told me? "I don't have a lighter." But he took responsibility. And not all the kids are bad. We have very good kids here. There's just a few. And we're not going to point out those bad kids. We're trying to find a solution. Like I said, if you guys are going to plan something, I will volunteer myself to come and help kids. But the community workers that they're dealing with, I see kids swear at them. I see kids blatantly, and they ask them nicely, "Excuse me, you can't make this kid like that." And they look at them and they do this. And I'm like, come on, guys. But there are a lot of good kids like this that say, "Hey, guys, come on, this is our skate park," and they are trying. And my man right back there, that is an $800 scooter. That's not a cheap one. That is a professional scooter. And I know this boy, and I've seen him ride in the skate park. For me, I'm going to write to the security company and make sure that we all are on the same page. I apologize for that. But then if there's new people hired, there's things that we have to say, and they have to be like this. And I apologize for that, but we're going to work together with the community and the county to resolve this, yeah?
Yeah, we have to change the sign up there. It says no scooter.
Yeah, so,
Yeah, well, we're going to work on that. We can do.
And bike.
We're going to take a look at that. We could make special times and days for that. If we see it's a hazard for, we got to look at what's out there at the time. If there's 50 skateboarders or whatever.
Well, he's the same as the skateboarders. He takes turns, he wears his
Well,
he's not
that's why we're here. We'll have a meeting with the skateboarders and ask how it is, danger or whatever. Take a look at everything.
yeah, okay, so what we're looking here tonight for is helping us
Yes.
with the security of the skate park. And maybe getting a group together where you guys can take it beyond that. But for tonight, we're asking for help in helping us, keep the place safe. Okay, and if the community can get together and come up with stuff and go see your council people and things can happen.
Yes.
Okay? But for now, we're just looking for the safety. If you guys can help us with that.
So I just want to reiterate.
How much money did the community have to raise to make the basketball court over there? Or did the county just pay for it all?
We just manage the facility.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, because you're asking the community to build like our skate park.
No,
This
maybe I
basketball
misspoke.
court
Maybe I
over here
misspoke. I
spent
sorry about
millions
that.
of dollars,
We're not asking you
and the
guys to
county
raise
didn't
money
ask
or something.
anyone in the community to help.
We just
You know what I mean? Why do
you guys-
skateboarders get like we get prosecuted for being skateboarders, and we have to make our decisions. We have to make our skate park what we want. But if someone wants a baseball field, the county will just build it for them. Why is skateboarding so much different than baseball or basketball?
Yeah, we cannot answer that.
Yeah.
We cannot answer that. It's not with us. We just manage it and we take care of the facility, but we don't come up with the money. We just manage it, run programs for the kids. That's what we do. Basketball, baseball. We have had skateboard tournaments in Honolulu, working with the community.
But this is how things happen right here. You make noise as a group.
Come to us, talk story, point you guys in the right direction.
I think all of us would like a meeting with the people who do decide how much money and the engineering and the specialty engineering structuring, so there's safety and the research.
I've worked for 30 years in Parks and Rec, and I run shipment for 15 years, park. And then, like I said, for 15 years I was running that park. And then one day, sign came up playground, and they started building. I didn't know nothing about it, you know, so like he's saying, we don't know, they just, and only recently, and being a supervisor, only recently, when they started to build a playground at Nalehu and Pahoa, I called them up and I told them, the one in Nalehu and in Pahoa, we don't want red sliding boards, bright colors. We wanted to keep it in tone with the community. And if you go through Nalehu and Pahoa, you'll see that it's kind of green with black and brown, you know, nothing that looks kind of ridiculous to me, you know. I didn't want that, you know, so like I said, we just run the...
You know how to speak to them, you know who they are.
Yeah. Yeah, that's why tonight we'll sign something up, we'll put names down, and I will personally bring it up there and see what I can do, you know.
I just want to reiterate, I am a teacher in the Puna community, and I feel that I have a very clear perspective on Puna children. And they are wonderful, good children if they are respected. If they're treated with respect, I don't believe that they're going to be dropping. You know, if they are treated with respect, I feel that they will be more respectable. So my feeling is that if you would like more support from the community, I think that we need to be on board with the hiring of the security guards, so that, because that is part of the problem. I mean, there are some security guards that are lovely, and they know how to work with kids. They're good. And there's some that really disrespect children, and I can't deal with them as an adult.
Like I said, I went up there for 2 hours. I talked to all the kids. I didn't have no problems. After about 40 minutes, they all listened to me, and they were apologizing. When they did skateboard, I'd tell them, hey, and they go, oh, sorry, mister, you know. And I did meet Adam before too.
I'm gonna let this guy talk, and then I'm gonna say something, and then I have to leave. Okay. I live all the way in Honokaa, so yeah. And I came to work in Hilo, went to Kona, did some work out there, came back to Hilo. I'm in Pahoa tonight because I love kids, and I'm gonna let this guy talk right now.
Because you guys are like saying like we need to like have specific days for like different people who are riding different things. None of us care if he comes in with a scooter. He's doing what he loves. He's coming to a skate park to do what he wants. And nothing's wrong with it. We're not bothering anyone.
Yeah, I got the cops called twice. One just for
and what we're gonna do is, with that being said, we're gonna work with our security. We're going to be talking about rules and regulations of our facilities. But a lot of our rules and regulations have to be, we have to go to community meetings to change them and all this kind of stuff. So we'll take a look at it and see what we can do.
This is important because it's related to that. Because with all due respect, some of the rules and regulations may not, you don't understand the scooter versus
Yeah, and it's old. I mean, we didn't have scooters and whatnot 10, 15 years ago. And we got to visit them. Yeah, and I agree. You know, times are changing. You know, even the programs at the gyms and whatever, I tell the guys, hey, look, we got to make sure that we talk, it's community-based programs, but something that is happening now, right? And it's all we got to look at. So yeah, the rules always can change. You know, a lot of times people don't say anything and we don't change it, but if people speak up, you know, there's a chance that we're going to change some rules. Yeah, rules got to change. Because now we got all this kind of other equipment coming out. Yeah, but before I go, I don't want to take away anything from the kids. We never do that. Okay, never. The only time we might just shut down because something didn't happen. Something that maybe we cannot control, so we'll shut down, lock up the gate for a day or something like that. But it's one thing I don't want to do. I love kids. Okay, and we got to take care of our kids. I always say this whenever I go out and I talk to people. You guys heard this phrase before? It takes a village to raise a kid. Yeah. It does take a village to raise a kid. When I was growing up in Pahoa, same situation. We out there. Okay, small community. My mom used to tell me before, you can go down to the park, but don't go below the park. 5 years old. My house is up on the hill. I look at the house, my mom is by the window. I see her walk away. I thought I saw her walk away. I go down the bank, and all of a sudden I hear one whistle. That's my mom. I run up the bank, I run home. She tells me, you had passed the park. I said, no, I never. No, you did. I saw you. Years later, I'm working at the gym, same community. And this lady, I'm talking to this lady, this kapuna, and we're talking. It was an elderly program, the lunch program. And she tells me, you remember before when you was growing up, you was Kalo, you know? I said, yeah. She said, you used to come down, and you remember your mom used to whistle for you? I said, yeah, I don't know how she could see me. Well, I was on the phone calling your mom. They wanted us to be safe. That's the village. And it does take a village to raise a kid.
Excuse me.
Okay?
From one more, our skateboarding teacher.
If you leave now, you're just going to get stuck in the roundabout.
You know what? My wife, God bless her, she works at White Kaloa. She wakes up every day at 3 o'clock, catches the bus. And then on Tuesdays and Thursdays, she catches the bus to Hilo to do Zumba. Yeah, so it's a long day for her. I'm hungry, I want to go get home. In fact, I was supposed to be at home resting. I had pneumonia. I was diagnosed with pneumonia about a week and a half ago.
When's the next meeting?
Yeah, so, but I wanted to come here. I wanted to come here to listen, to ask you guys for help in helping us with what we do. Okay?
And you're turning the chair over to the...
I'm going to turn it over to Glenn. Glenn is fabulous. Glenn is fabulous.
He's a skateboard teacher at Haas, right?
Yeah.
I heard about you.
Before you leave, thank you for calling this meeting to be. You guys both, all of you who put this on for being solution oriented, right?
Yes.
Because that's why we're here, is
Yes.
to come to solutions or compromises and ideas that can make everybody happier, right?
Yes.
So I have a couple ideas. One, put it on the list, change the sign. Skate parks, like everywhere else, have an etiquette. Those who write it, they understand it. If you don't write it, you might not understand the etiquette, but that's, you educate yourself and you go in there, you take your time, you watch what's going on, and you learn etiquette. So they all know it. I mean, someone comes in with a scooter, someone comes in with a bike or rollerblades or what have you, they learn to work together, to play together. It's all fine. And they figure it out. And it's a dangerous sport anyways. People are going to get hurt anyways, you know? So no worries. About the flatland. Yeah, we definitely need a flatland part to the park. But a compromise that could happen more quickly, because it sounds like that's not going to happen tomorrow. Right? So what can we do to find a compromise to make everybody happy? Because I agree, you guys need a flatland area. The park is small, and everybody's got to take turns. And when there's more people, you get less turns. So what if, since you said the bathrooms are predominantly used by walkers until 1 o'clock, and that was your idea, was to close it at 1, what if you set up some cones with some caution signs, and the kids can skate in the first few parking stalls, because they always skate right there.
Coming up there to watch those kids, I let them skate below that. I told them, hey, let them skate below there. I'm the kind of guy that's a little bit, I don't follow the rules too much, So I think we can do that park, with the people here, and we make noise. I can see that happening in a couple months.
That would be awesome. Let's do it.
Yeah. But what I'm saying is that this man over here was saying they need a special cement. I could maybe get that blacktop in the next couple months. Would that be okay?
Hang on. Let her finish so I can go.
There could be another meeting where we talk about how to construct it, for sure. There's going to need to be more planning for that. I'm talking about a solution for tomorrow. Because I teach these kids, it's about to be the weekend, and I want them to have fun this weekend. It's going to be sunny and nice. So can we get like a few orange cones for now, just to designate an area to make it safe for the walkers, make it safe for the skaters, and just find a compromise like that.
Well, what I'm saying is, if they're gonna use that, we might as well use,
That, okay.
You know what I mean? I worked with Tanya, and we were talking about how we was gonna go about getting more things done, working with council women, council people.
Community.
We'll talk to Bill.
And the community.
Yeah.
I mean, one of the problems is that the security guards are told not to let the kids skateboard on the benches. From day one, I said, you're making a mistake putting the benches and the tables there. Don't bolt them to the cement, put them in the grass on footings. And it's like, they have security guards standing there saying, don't skateboard on the benches and the tables. All they have to do is pick them up and put them in the grass, and no skateboarder will ever do it again.
wait. Now, I've been here for 15 years and I seen kids skateboarding back and forth on the grass on that. I mean, I talked to them. I've seen it all, yeah. No, but they'd still go, no matter where you put them, we know. I know for a fact they will go on there, you know.
So what we gonna do, Okay, so what we gonna do, we're going out a meeting, get together.
That'll all be solved when you guys have.
No, they can't do it, but they're still.
Hold on for a
Hang on, let her finish.
That'll all be solved when you guys have a place to ride, because then when you have a place to ride, you have that place to ride, you won't need to ride over there. My third thing though, it is true, the security guards can be a pill. And so, but there is a way to go about reporting what we could call injustices, right? Everybody's got a name, right? You guys are allowed to give us your name. If they're mean to you, can we please come together and then not exchange negative comments, but if they're mean to you, be like, can I please have your name? And then you can report them to their bosses. They all have bosses.
My name, I introduce myself because I'm new. I introduce myself so that we try to.
Because you're one of the cool ones, you know.
It's not that I'm cool. It's that I had a good mom that raised me right to always do the right thing, and it's the moms and parents like a lot of you say. I have a lot of good kids, and there are some kids that come here that I mean. I know my son's not an angel at times, but a lot of the kids here, they're very disrespectful. And I work with youth for 20 years. Do you guys know the suicide statistic in the state of Hawaii? It's very sad. It's very sad. Oahu has 80% of the population of the state. Hilo has 7% of the state population. Puna has the highest suicide rate for teenagers. So I'm here, I love the things, and we gotta have a place for them. But then, you guys are not here, and I went home, and the first week I was hurt, I was sad. The way these kids, and you talk to them nice, and they just shut their up, and you tell them, excuse me, and let me help you guys out. I mean, if you guys say this is...
security guards hassling them for riding right next to a skate park.
Yeah. I mean, I understand. Yes, I understand that. I understand that. But then, yes. No, I'm talking about just the areas that they're not supposed to skate in, like by the restrooms. Yeah, it's handicapped.
So one last thing. One last thing before I go. One last thing before I go. Listen to this, guys. No sense in arguing. Arguing will solve nothing.
No, we're not arguing.
Okay? We just need a group to get together to find solutions of what we have here.
Yes.
And then later on, when we get that group together, then later on we can talk about improvements and whatnot. Okay? But before I leave, I always tell my staff, and they can vouch for this. Make sure when people leave your facility, they get a smile on their face. Because if they don't, something can happen and we wasn't aware of it. Okay? Please help us, help you. Okay?
Yes.
I cannot answer that right now. Okay?
So they're all coming tomorrow because they're in this skateboard where the cars are better not parked right now. The kids are playing, no cars parked right there. That's all because
Okay, see you guys tonight.